All right, I am here with Ashley Ikner. Ashley, coming off a huge win in your MMA debut. You fought down in Knoxville, Tennessee at the Cotton Eye Joe. You took on a very dangerous opponent, a purple belt of jiu-jitsu who had been training for several years. What was it like making your mixed martial arts debut?
Honestly, it was so much fun. I had a really great time. It was super awesome that I could be at a place that I was already kind of familiar with, like knew the layout, made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, going into the fight, I really just didn't have as many nerves as I thought I was going to. Especially in wrestling in college, I kind of struggled with that a little bit, and my nerves kind of had an issue with like how I'd perform and all of that kind of stuff. But leading up to this fight, I didn't really get nervous that much. And I was just super confident going into it. And then, the game plan for me was to, play on my feet a little bit, take her down, and kind of just go with ground and pound. And well, that's what happened.
So let's talk a little bit about expectations versus reality. Like in your head, you tend to build up like what a first cage fight is going to be like. You knew your opponent comes from a good gym. You knew she was very tough, but you knew the skill set that you bring to the table as a college wrestler. Was the reality of the experience close to your expectations of what you thought it was going to be?
Definitely. I mean, I feel like a lot of people will hype it up to be like this super big thing in your head. And like, it is a big deal. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I go into the cage at SFS all the time, like every Thursday, and have fights with girls every week. So it's not really anything, quote unquote, like new that I'm doing. It's just in front of a bigger crowd now. And I didn't know that girl. So I think, keeping that mindset of like, oh, I fight people, like fight girls in practice all the time. Going into that kind of helped like keep it at bay for me. So I think my reality and my expectations were lined up pretty well.
And that weekend, the SFS girls actually went 4-0. You, Zoe, Kate, and Fallon just went and took over people in almost their hometown. It was an incredible weekend. When you're training around people that are pushing themselves that hard, that's probably what gives you the confidence to really be like, you know what? I know I got this. Would you say that's true?
Definitely. I 100% agree with that. Yeah.
So one of the things I have to ask about is the walkout, right? You got to tell me about, for the people that didn't see it, how did you walk out to the fight? Why did you decide to come out in an outfit like that? And, did it build you up before the performance?
Oh, it definitely built me up. So for those that don't know, I walked out, I had a ski mask on. I had my Chick-fil-A sweatshirt on to, represent my work people, and then snap off pants. So full swagger attire. I really just wanted to make a statement and let people know, like, I'm here to entertain. I want this to be fun, not just for me beating up the other girl, but for all the fans watching. I'm not here just as a fighter, but I'm here as an entertainer as well.
And I would say you're an entertainer in the ring. You pulled off the suplex. You were having the time of your life. When you sat down on the stool at the end of the first round, I was like, are you having fun? And you were like, yes. Like you could tell you were loving it out there. And you were able to get a stoppage via TKO. You got the girl to quit on herself and finish the fight. What was it like in that moment getting your hand raised? And then after that, why did you decide you were going to have a quick turnaround and get right back into action?
Having my hand raised was awesome. Like in that moment, it's like, okay, yes, this is what all the like early morning Sunday workouts are for. What I'm going in every like day of the week to train is for. It makes it all worth it for sure. Having a fast turnaround, I kind of have this checklist in my head of like what I want to do this year. So having a faster turnaround into my next fight kind of seems like, that's what I have to do, to meet my goals. And, just having other training partners that are also willing to go right back around and fight again as well. Having us all kind of be in fight camp together is always super nice. And just kind of having that same like feeling, and vibe as last time would be cool.
And you're on the card with another one of your teammates again, which we don't want to drop all those details yet, but one of your teammates will be fighting for a title on this card. So let's talk about your opponent, your initial thoughts when you first saw her, as her as an opponent, her skill set, how you match up with her, how she is different than your original opponent, just everything that you saw when you started to look this opponent up for June 23rd.
Yeah, so this opponent, I believe she's a little bit older than me as well, same as the last one. Um, she has a little bit more grappling background. Um, she, what's it called again? I said it earlier.
She's tanky. That's what you said. You said this girl is tanky. She's strong.
Yeah, she's definitely shorter, kind of a tank. Definitely looks like she's strong. But honestly, like I'm not worried about it. I'm really excited to like sharpen up some of my technique. Be able to display that at this fight. Be able to show off some of my stand-up skills some more. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
So let's drop all the details, the venue location, you know, the promotion if you know it, your opponent's name again, just like all the details for this bout.
Yep, so the fight's going to be June 23rd in Philly at Live Casino. It's going to be a super fun time. The promotion's name
It's Art of War.
Art of War.
And your opponent's name?
Fabia, I think.
Fabiana Hossa, Ashley. Oh my gosh.
Doesn't matter.
There you go. At the end of the day, that is the truth. You need to show up as the best Ashley. You were recently given a nickname.
Oh.
Why don't you tell us about that?
So, you know, of course, with the swagger from my first fight and the swagger that I bring to a daily basis in the gym, I was crowned with Ashley, the Attitude Ikner. Very fitting if you know me.
100%. And it was actually given to you by one of your arch nemesis here in Ezekiel Bentley. You know, we have to shout out that man. No, Ashley, you know, I want to give you a moment to thank any of the people that supported you for the last fight, your fans. You had a videographer, you know, travel across the country to be there to record it. So just anyone that you'd like to thank for that last fight. And then, you know, June 23rd, the Attitude returns to the cage. So just anyone you want to thank, and we'll wrap this video up.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank my coaches and my teammates for sure. You know, they're in the grind every single day with me. Definitely want to thank Dark Shield Media, my sponsor, who's also my videographer and photographer. And then just my family and friends, especially my mom. She's awesome.
So again, for everyone that wants to tune in, June 23rd, there will be a pay-per-view stream. We will post online. Art of War in Philadelphia at the Live Casino. Ashley, the Attitude Ikner, taking on Fabiana Hossa, second MMA fight. Let's get it.
Let's get it.